Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Cuckoo Omoy's Best of Card Sleeve Edition. All right, so we all like playing card games, right? But I kind of do. I really like playing casually Magic the Gathering, which is a game where you play with cards. The issue with playing with cards is that people like to wipe their nose, spit, have soda on the table, noxiously release gases into the air that I fear for my literal physical cards. They are cardboard. They are not indestructible pieces of steel. So if they encounter things that would cause them to be either ripped up, dirtied, it's gonna stick and it won't just quote unquote go away. So card sleeves are of effective nature of derailing that whole degrading process by simply covering the card with a sleeve so that it doesn't get messed up. Essentially, that's the easiest way to say what I'm trying to say. Um, so when I was first starting to play games back in the day, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh man, I was one of those kids at lunchtime where I was like, I'm gonna beat you and your deck. Sorry, I will literally chump and just combo out to win, right? And even then, I was comboing out and I didn't even know what comboing out was. But these Yu-Gi-Oh cards have been in these sleeves for about 8 to 9 years. And as you can see, these sleeves are still existent. Yeah, they got the ripple, but after 1 year, cool, man. If they're protecting the cards to the point where they are in their they're existent, who cares if they have ripples? If you really just wanted a sleeve to cover your cards, and as a kid, I really didn't care. But then nowadays, I'm playing with these 50, 20, 30, $40 cards. And I'm sitting here like, I don't want them to be like eradicated, right? And that's for a future talk. We'll talk about that when we get to these set of sleeves. So these sleeves are the best for the cheap, I just want to protect my cards after hearing that a mucous membrane could be snot rubbed all over the cards by quote unquote accident and just playing on the table, right? So just go out there and buy some Ultra Pros. I got these Ultra Pros. I don't even know what kind of Ultra Pros they are, but if they're existent after 9 years, then I think I was doing it right. I think back in the day, I didn't even like shuffle mash. I didn't do the whole like edge into edge and then push it together like that because I was a kid. I didn't really care about the whole shuffling aspect. I just pile shuffled in like 40 times and that's it. Cool. Um, but that's enough about these cheaper sleeves. These sleeves, like I said, are good for in bulk if you have like thousands of decks and you just want to like sleeve your deck. This is the way to go. Best of cheap. I don't even know how much they cost right now. I wish I knew, but I actually don't. It's been so long. Then maybe they cost even more than these now, but I doubt that. All right. Next, I have the ones in the middle. These right here. These are KMC Super Sleeves. They are the gold edition. Now, when I started playing Magic in real life, I was like, there's no way I'm going to actually get sleeves because I'm not going to have enough people to play with in real life. That is a lie that I told myself to keep myself being able to sleep at night because there are so many people to play Magic with that I needed sleeves. And so I got these KMCs. I did not double sleeve at the time. I actually single sleeved. I think these are still single sleeved. Um, but they provided the sleeve that I wanted after seeing numerous events of which kids would be like rubbing their noses on the table. I'm not even kidding. Or like there's gum on the table and I just saw horror stories. But these sleeves do their purpose of covering the card and feeling somewhat decent, but they feel dirty. Okay, I'm already like on the whole dirty aspect of card playing, and these feel like nasty, grimy, and I haven't even had them for like that long. They are sticking together. I wish I could show you, but like there's a weird stick to them. And the ripple, I'm sitting here like the Ultra Pros over there have a buy because they're years old. These aren't years old. So why the hell do I have this ripple like this? Like, can someone explain that to me? Like, is it because I have the card too far down, but I thought perfect fit perfectly in KMCs because they're perfectly fit for KMCs? Um, but yeah, they just feel dirty to play with. Even though they slide move smoothly to the other card, it just feels nasty. I play Commander, so in Magic the Gathering, that means a lot of looking through one's deck, a lot of drawing, a lot of dealing and physically touching the thing that is your library. Okay? That's an issue to do when you feel nasty touching something that you should be okay touching all the time. It's kind of like dating a hooker and knowing they're a hooker and touching them. And like you aren't okay with that. If you're okay with that, then you're fine. You can play with this, and you're like, oh, cool. Oh, look, a turn 1 soul ring with 2 mana to go with it. But anyway, I'm not gonna look at that hand. But the whole point is that these did not feel the way I wanted to feel while playing the game. I just felt kind of grimy. So what I did is I investigated a little bit more in what sleeves to buy. But to reiterate, these were the best sleeves for the color that I wanted. I am a 5-color player, which means I play with all the colors of mana in Magic when I'm playing my games of Commander. And in general, I usually do the 3 to 4 to 5 color decks because I find ways to make it work. But these were the only ones that had gold that I wanted. I had the Dragon Shield gold. Don't even bring those new gold up because new gold was like a burnt copper gold that was... It was not gold. It was like, no, it was like an orange that tried to cross into gold territory, and it got like held up at gunpoint, and gold was like, orange, are you with us or not? And the orange was like, I'll be with you if you let me call myself gold. And the gold was like, all right, fine. We don't need any more casualties here. And so Dragon Shield has this gold that's not gold. So agitating because I bought that box not knowing what the inside looked like in real life, because YouTube can be all kinds of helpful, but it's not helpful for actually seeing the color in your real visual perspective. And I got them and I was like, it's not the gold I want. I can't return these. It just sucks. So yeah, I don't even have them in this video because I was so agitated when I got them. Oh God. Sorry, deck. I slammed that down. I didn't mean to. So once again, these were the best for color. I'm sure when you see these sleeves that have the art, there's going to be a different option for you that is the quote-unquote best of for looks, in your opinion, of whatever you want to. So like the Game of Thrones sleeves or the Pokemon sleeves that are for Magic, XYZ, that kind of thing. It's best of looks, depends on your personal tone for aesthetics. Also, once again, let's go back to what the foils look like. I'm not sure if I said that in the beginning, but I'm just going to say it anyway. This is what a foil looks like in the card. I really enjoy it. It's clear. It's not foggy. I don't have a confusion that that's a foil and this is not. All right, that's it. So best of colors. And that was okay. This right here, all right, I can tell that you're looking at these like, what are these? Which ones you know what and which ones knew what? All right, so these are the Dragon Shield matte black sleeves. After going from Super and just saying I need better sleeves, I said, okay, look, I know people keep talking to me about how they only use Dragon Shields and the Dragon Shields are the best sleeves ever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I will buy them, see how they feel. Hopefully they're as good as I want them to be. And I got the matte blacks because black was the closest thing I can get to black and gold because I like gold. I play with gold dice. I have gold sleeves over there. I use a gold playmat. But I was just like, these feel better than the supers. I was like, okay, I can see what they're saying. They have weight to them. It feels like I'm playing with something because when I even shuffle with these, I know I just twisted the cards around, they just feel like you're physically working with cards. It doesn't feel like you're playing with any kind of weak little baby things. Like Dragon Shields, I feel are the most durable cards sleeves that you could probably buy in the market right now. I'm trying to think of something that would compare, but Dragon Shields are ridiculous. I'm pretty sure like I can do whatever I want and they just won't split like that. They also feel nice to some degree. If you can't hear it, I'm going to be quiet for a second. That's what they sound like. It sounds like a sword sinking into its sheath, which is my issue with these sleeves. Shuffling and looking through these sleeves is an issue for me because there is a sort of friction that happens between these sleeves that I do not get from the KMC Supers. The KMC Supers feels like a dirty friction. It feels like something is just nastily, grimily, even though I wash my hands, even though I play with a playmat, it just feels disgusting. But the dragon shields have a friction of like armor on armor that makes it so that when I'm doing like, see how I had to actually work to do that? When I'm doing the mash shuffling, there's a point in time where I have to adjust my handling of the cards because it literally is giving me so much friction and tension that I can't just like let them slide into each other. Right? So that's my issue with the dragon shields, but they are the best for the durability. So if you were, let's say, let me just go on that fact. I just had a flashback. The reason why I now was looking for better sleeves and better options, I saw something terrible. I saw someone spill a Coke on a unsleeved deck, right? And I was like, ooh, that's bad. The card's gonna curl and it's nasty. But then the person whose deck got the soda spilled on started to panic, and he flung the soda over to the person who had their single sleeved cards sleeved. And I'm like, oh God, maybe they're okay. And then the dude went off and his cards got wet because they weren't double sleeved. So after I saw that tragedy, I definitely started double sleeving. Like, I was like, there's never going to be a time where I just am in a store playing a casual game with these mucus membranes all around me and I think I'm protected and then some liquid gets in it. I would scream too. So I just double sleeve everything. And dragon shields, yeah, it's sort of a hassle to double sleeve. Like, they don't just slide right in, right out. There's like a friction, like I was telling you earlier, even with the perfect fits. But I'd rather take the time to double sleeve and know that I don't have to worry about snot nose situations. See how that it's got space at the time. It would not go all the way to the bottom. But if I work with it, it works. See, it went to the bottom now. But I have to double sleeve. So I was like, regardless of how hard it is, I'm going to do it no matter what sleeves I use. And that brings us to my final sleeves. These right here, the KMC Hyper Mats, right? You know about these sleeves. You've heard about them. If you don't, they are the KMC Hyper Mats. They are the most comfortable sleeve that you can get. In my opinion so far, what I've had over the years of me playing with card games. They just slide into each other. Like, you see this, just cut it half and then find the edges. I'm letting go, not even touching them. One finger lets me adjust it to the point where they're uniform. I can't do that with a dragon shield without cutting myself because they're that durable. But with these, I just literally shuffle like it's nothing. I don't even shuffle like this. Like I said, I do the riffle shuffle. So I do that, shuffle it in. Cool, right? And if you see, like, when I'm sliding through the cards, it's not an issue to move through the cards themselves. And foils, so you can see it, they look real pretty in them. Now, I just got these sleeves today. Why is that important? They're already starting to semi-fray. Like, I can tell in the size, like, there's a little bit of wear down, and I haven't even played a game of Magic. But I had to buy 2 packs of 80 in order to sleeve my commander deck because that's all I mainly play. So I'm like, okay, if one of them slits, it's cool because I have extra. Excuse me, outside of my actual deck that I use outside. But the issue is, not even a day goes by, and I'm like, looking at my cards, what could possibly happen? Nothing at all, And I notice that a sleeve is split right before this video. I wish, did I take it out? I probably took it out because I was scared I would injure the card because it was a dual land, and I actually like those. Or maybe it's split and another card is actually inside of it. Either way, there it is. So I didn't notice this until I was actually shuffling the cards, and it's already split. I just got this today. I have my receipts and everything. Here's the package it came in. I'm not showing you my address. Is there a date on it so I can show you? No, but I have all my stuff on it. And they already split first day. But I had extra and have extra. So I'm like, if this splits, cool, I can just replace it. But the issue is, it's the first day. Not even playing like really playing, which means over the course of months, weeks, days, years, whatever, these, in my, I hope not opinion, will all split, and then I have to buy more, which is a good marketing strategy if you're selling them in packs of 80, because in that way, if the first one splits and you have all these 80 extra packs, you won't really care because you'll just, replace it. And by then they'll try to make a new product that is more adherent to what you want. Like they'll probably make a gold hypermat that I would want, and I'll just completely re-sleeve my deck because that's the color I want. So they are doing this. I'm not sure that they're actually doing that on purpose. I love you, KMC hypermat. I like you for how you play, but this is an issue, right? I can't believe that. But for Commander, like I was saying, it's easy to shuffle through. Stifle? I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It's kind of late. To look through my cards, and they don't have that friction that Dragon Shields have. And when I'm shuffling after looking through, it doesn't take me 8 years to do it. And just for comparison, this is, with this split card on top, 40 cards of the Hyper Mats. This is 40 cards of the Dragon Shields. Okay, they look pretty similar, right? Dragon Shields feel so much more thicker in the actual plate. Feel that fatty? Fat. Thin. But like I said, for playing Magic, I really like these. For the durability and knowing that I'm going somewhere new and it could be possibly infested with mucus and snot and germs and water and liquids and I was going to get R-rated, but I really realized what I was doing. I would go with the Dragon Shields because they are just that much more durable than the KMC. I don't want a situation that happens where I'm playing a card and it splits in half and it goes flying right into a pile of water. No, that's very dramatic, but I'm just saying I don't want that ever to happen. And I do like the probability of it never happening by utilizing Dragon Shields. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed this review. Subscribe, ask me questions, do whatever you want. I don't care. Just don't get crazy with it because this is not Burger King. And it's been Cuckoo Omoy. Have a great day. Wait, I should probably recap. Best for cheap, Ultra Pro. Best for color, in my opinion, was the KMC Hype Supers. And the best for durability and shielding, the Dragon Shields. And the best for actual playing was the Hyper Mats that you see right here. Except for the fact that they definitely split. They did. So, womp womp. See ya.